Originally for my single, follow-up single, I wanted to do a track of women empowerment. It was very important to me at the time to come up with a song that not just focus on a celebration of being a woman of color, but also to a song that all ladies could rock to, and men and everyone could celebrate, the women in their lives, the strong women in their lives. So I knew after listening to Shadow Black's instrumental, his track, I was like, oh, this is perfect. So I started getting to thinking of the concept and coming up with Queen. I wanted to not just be like Queen. I wanted to stand the letters to stand for something, and that's when I came up with quality, unique, elegant, empowered, nurturer. As I feel like that kind of describes all us, all women. So it took me about like 4 days to kind of like write the song because it was just so much I wanted to put in there, and I was like trying to figure out how to condense it onto one song at the time. So after that, soon after writing it, I went into the studio and started just recording it, and yeah, I went from there, and that's how it started. Now for the like cover, I wanted to be different. I didn't want to have a picture of me or anything like that. And so one day, shout out to Jamaica. She knew who she is. Uh, Thank you, Queen. She gave me the idea because she posts some of the awesome artwork and things like that. And so I initially got an idea from one of her posts on Twitter, and from there I just kind of ran with the concept and put a little twist on it. And so I got Cops and Cans Graphics to actually take my pictures. They actually drew my photo, drew from the photo using a Wacom tablet, and from there they colored everything like very detailed, and
Day
there you have
one
it, the initial
of
cover
preparing
for
for
Queen.
the Queen music video, and I'm a little bit nervous. This is my first time meeting like the girls as well um, for the audition. So hopefully, yeah, I'll let you know how that goes. But I'll make sure I add snippets of our first day. Definitely a work in process. All right, peace, y'all.
So can we say, uh, yeah, I didn't know what the heck to expect on day one. I linked up or met Shannon, well, we'll call her S Funk, she likes to be called. Um, I started following her a little bit, and had planned on taking one of her hip hop classes and didn't get around to it. But for Queen, I knew I wanted to add like a dance routine, a dance element, have a hip hop element to it. And so I actually initially contacted her via email, and she was like down for it. She listened to the song, and so she actually immediately from that initial listening to the song, she was like, cool. She set up auditions. I didn't have
Oh,
an
really? Okay.
opportunity to go to the auditions, but she had went to the had set up the auditions, and she had um, picked selected two of her students, which is Rasa and Corey, who you see here. And yeah, this was like day one of me like watching the routine, and I was like a deer in headlights. I'm not gonna lie. And so from there, pretty much we like worked very hard. Like when I say 2 hours tops, like some days it was like every other day, or at least definitely twice to three times a week. Um, for about 2.5, close to 3 weeks, which was challenging for us all because we had work schedules and other things to be doing as well. But and when I look back at these practice videos, I'm like, I can't believe we actually got the full routine in that short amount of time. And yeah, I mean the ladies were awesome. We had our little uh, mess ups here and there during practice and stuff, but it was definitely a fun thing. Shout out to Rasa and Corey and S Funk for definitely being a part of the video. You see me filming in the background. I did definitely a lot of filming so I could practice at home because it was, like I said, a little more challenging at times for me in particular to practice I needed definitely to, want to make sure that I was on point and practice as much as I could on my own. So when we met, the practices would be, beneficial as we prepared for the Queen video. And so, yep, but we did it, and they were amazing. And here's our last practice. This is me up in there with it. Can't believe, thank goodness I got it after weeks of Epsom salt. And this is like, I want to say like 2 days before us actually preparing to record for the actual music video. So for the actual location, we decided to go with we wanted a really cool place. So my husband gave me like the idea um because I wanted some type of graffiti type of style, just like different elements of the culture. And so we went with Graffiti Warehouse in Baltimore. Shout out to Graffiti Warehouse. They're an amazing place. And so we filmed everything there pretty much. And oh my goodness. So we thought that we would have to spray water on us to give us that sweaty look or whatever. Let's just say we was on like the third floor of this building, and can I say it was hot as heck. I mean, we was sweating like you don't know what. I'm just like, I'm surprised. Like the ladies' makeup was sweating off, you know, my makeup was sweating. It was just it was just crazy, but we made it through. And that was in August. I can't believe we actually did the um, it was so hot. Oh my goodness, it just brings back memories, bad memories. But we went through it. I lie to you not. We stayed in there about it was 2 hours, and we did that routine like consistently. We did a couple practices portions just to go over some things, and we had to do that routine like at least 30 times, and I'm not over exaggerating that. It was 30 times just to make sure we could get good footage and some good takes on everything. And then here you go, you have like my girl S Spunk. She demands perfection, I'm not gonna lie. So that's her, like she was like, stop, 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 I want y'all to go with this part again. And so we just kept going over this one part because it was a little challenging. And I think pretty much by this time a lot of us was getting so like tired. It was hot. Oh my goodness, the heat. But we nailed it and got it down. As you can see after a couple of just reviewing of that everything. But yeah, shout out to S Funk. She always want to make sure everything's good and always trying to make sure her dancers look good and we look good.
Okay, ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Store, feet, rise, up. Good. Yes, that was hot. Stretch your arms as far, stretch your elbows straight. Yeah, one more time like that. That was good. Guys, really stretch that arm, your elbow. Don't like do this, but stretch it and push your hand back. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. Store, feet, rise, up. Yep, do it again. 5, 6, 7, 8. Store, feet, rise, up. Yep, again. 5, 6, 7, 8. Store, feet, rise, up. Good. Yeah, that was good.
So this is us initially doing the hook portion of the routine. We had to do quite a few takes of this, and but we were in sync. Looks good, and yeah, it was. This is around the time. This was around the time closer to that second hour where we were just getting so tired, um, and the ladies were getting tired. And by this time, their paint was like draining off their face, and I was high. I was sweating. We were trying to pet our faces just a little bit because it was just looking too much sweat and everything. But yeah, we pulled it off, and this is how it ended up going. And here's some other snippets of just us, uh, taking some more takes of the recording, some takes. One of my favorite kind of close up ones I like. of all the ladies and what we did. And here, which we almost forgot and totally almost forgot that we didn't have any footage of me just rapping, doing that second part. So I didn't have anything planned. I just went with the flow of everything and just rocked it the best I could. And by this time, I ain't gonna lie, it was just like I was tired, ready to go to bed. That heat drains you. But yeah, you wouldn't be able to tell in this video. But shout out to D Law, Captain Can's Graphics for the great footage on this. It was awesome. So for the final video shoot, it was about a month later, around the early part of September. I called her my girl T. Asked her would she love to be a part of this, and of course she was like yes, and she helped me gather the ladies. So we have our two Shanells and Miss Kathy in the back and Miss Jacqueline in the back, and I just want to shout them out because they did a wonderful job and representing as beautiful queens. We did it in the inside portion of Graffiti Warehouse, but on the first floor this time. Um, and it was much cooler, may I add. But yeah, it was a nice, just a good, nice. I love the colors, the background. It was just a very cool setting. And there it goes with the ladies singing the hook, rapping the hook, making a sister proud. All right, now representing. But yeah, so there you go. This is all the ladies, and that was just the wrap up of the footage of the Queen video. Check out some of these behind the scenes. I wanted to post up here for you to review that didn't make the music video, but I think they were pretty cool just to post. I want to say thank you for continuing to rock with the sister in 2019. Much love and peace.
That looks good, guys. That looks good. Keep going. Keep your chin. Are you okay? Yeah. Okay, you're right.